No matter what else is going on, perfection is right here on a Saturday afternoon. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. The long off-season has finally and mercifully come to an end, and we're ready to open a new campaign. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Scarlet Knights offense will start this game off with the football. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights and setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came and were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out there.
And I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned, it's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger to get them going for this football game.
Second down, gonna throw it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
What an unbelievable job by the secondary. No pass rush in sight. Quarterback had all day to throw, but they still took away all the options in the back end. Great job.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. On the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Terry Bussey, a highly anticipated debut here. He's a tremendous pass catcher with every skill you'd want. Sets his feet, it's Mendoza. Right side, it's Bussey. Makes the... Down immediately, he picks up a few.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Running inside. It's Roach. Got enough for the first down. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain. First snap in the red zone on this drive. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Rush right in his face. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. First and goal for the offense. Going for the goal line. The hands. The feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And he knocked that one right down the middle.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll get rid of it. He's got the tight end. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. So
continues to fight for yards. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hits inside. It's Mitchell. Maybe some... at the 20. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rutgers.
that's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out. You're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out.
Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Snagged in the middle. It's Toure. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Left side is Toure. Open spaces. The 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now... kick the extra point. They tie this game. Anything could happen.
On the run from inside his own 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Straight ahead, it's Roach. Breaks into the open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Finds his tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to... This Saturday of college football rolls on with a mid-afternoon feast. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. They put the brakes on it. The Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. Out wide right, it's Thomas. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double-checking to make sure. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his target down the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Scarlet Knights will have it 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Mitchell. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Right back to the well. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Made the grab in the end zone for 6. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you can tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
Running game built around this guy, Devin Roche. Great young back that they are really excited about the big things he can bring to this offense. Looking for space, it's Roach. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right side, it's Galloway. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Turns it upfield. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Got a man, it's Bussey. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Sends it back in motion. He's not going to make it. What a job job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're all...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Fast completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Out wide left, it's Young.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down, gonna throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but this guy has been locked in. He's 5 for 6 on the opening drive of the game, and the coaching staff felt like he had a great week of preparation coming into this one. I think they were expecting him to have this hot start.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got it right down the field. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Running the red zone, it's West. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Moves the pocket. It's Mendoza. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Fires into the end zone. And that one's going to be batted away, incomplete, and we have played one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Makes the grab. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Searching for space. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. To the air, it's Mendoza. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Fires to the middle. Holds on, it's Roach. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Out wide right, it's Bussey. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. Never a doubt. That brings him to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game.
Breaks free. They bring him down. A big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Right back to the well. There he goes. Got the 1st down. The 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. He has 60 yards rushing already here in the 1st half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. From the gun. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for the edge. Nice move there. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. Good, strong tackle. Big play coming up right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. It's complete on the right side. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He'll pull it down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Play action on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Fresh center downs going to the air. Working that left side now. Rutgers takes its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's got it and still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. From the gun, it's Roach. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. He's got the first down, but he's going to need a lot more than that. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Bowling Green in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
And the returner goes down. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Got it down the field. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Drops back on first down. Still looking. He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on. How frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a quarterback like that. They finally get him out of bounds. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh center down's going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Wants to throw one 1st. It's complete to the left. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
On the direct snap, it's Thomas. It's incomplete, and they've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 25. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Quick give. It's West. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. Extending the play. He's going to take off. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Rushes on. Finds a man in the middle. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Off play action on 1st down. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
Love the play call here, going play action on the 1-yard line against goal line defense. They're expecting run. Everybody freezes on the play fake, and that helps open up the throw for the easy touchdown.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Selling the fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Mitchell. Breaks into the open. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Sells the run, looking to pass. That's caught. It's Teray. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. With the draw, it's Mitchell. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Tight end now in motion. They give it to him again. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. Speeding down the left side. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. The house. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people up. We've seen him scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's go down to the sideline and holler.
Hey, guys, here on the Rutgers sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Got an alley. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Scarlet Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Drops back on first down. Look out! Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear. Wants to keep it in the air. That's caught. It's Anthony.
I think the defense just lost track of where the tight end was. He was running his route to the outside. Nobody there. I think the DBs got occupied by some clear-out routes, so the offense will take it, and they keep the drive alive.
Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and it'll be 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Needs it here on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted a 4th down to keep the drive going. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Got it behind the line. It's Mitchell. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Hauls it in. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Scarlet Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Pulls it. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. He'll set up to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Rutgers takes its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Using his legs, it's Roach.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Got some green grass. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? There he goes. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Defense is backed up, shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Now the toss. And they're in for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point of 35-21. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll bring it back looking for help. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Myers on the move. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Between the hashes, it's Hopkins. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll throw on 3rd and short. They're all over it. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. And the Black Knights ready to kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The running game built around this guy, Devin Roche. He has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, #1 job for this defense, man. Try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great...
Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. Turning it on. Past the 50. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
I love the aggressive nature. They told us coming into this game they were just going to let everything go. And here we are in the first drive of the game. They line up in the punt formation, and they fake it. Not just that, they pick it up, and this drive is staying alive. I love it.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it back to him. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Plows his way ahead. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the 1st down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for a 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. To the back. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And they have made no bones about this first drive, have they? Like, they aren't going. They said they were going to come out and establish the run and be physical. And the more physical team was going to win. And this offensive line so far, first drive, setting the tone, getting movement up front, getting running backs going. Palmer, the game gets very easy when you can run the football and establish that early in the football game.
And you just keep doing it until the defense can stop it. That's got to be so demoralizing on the other side of the football because you're absolutely getting the ball shoved down your throat right now early in this game. And you're right. You're letting the opponent completely dictate the terms of this football game to you. So until you prove you can stop it, you get more physical, it's going to be much of the same as this game continues to go on.
Right side, it's Young. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. The Cadets offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. If this offense is going to be productive, he will have to play well in this one. Gets the back moving. Trying to get the corner. The option, the keeper. Breaks into the open. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. On the option. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Churns into the pile. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. The Black Knights line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Caught on the RPO.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Long way to go on 2nd down. Move to his right. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Army! The defense putting points on the board.
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air, and he's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free 1st down and some yardage. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. On the move. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And what a great job by the QB. It's seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
2nd down to the air. Moving out to the right. Grab behind the line. It's West. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
Unloads to the wideout. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He's there to make the stop.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. And the Black Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Buying time to his right. Fires downfield. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
2nd and long here. On the ground, it's West. And he's brought down after a short gain. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Pulls it in. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Reels it in. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That brings them to within 1.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Black Knights offense will go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeps it himself. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 40. Inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. It's complete. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Black Knights!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll move the wide receiver. Sells the run, wants to pass. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Pass to 6. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. First down for this offense. He wants to throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Out wide right, it's Suggs. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Left side is Hill. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. To throw, it's Mendoza. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Calls his own number. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hard running there. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. The Black Knights will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Here comes the offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Running inside. It's Roach. Knocked down immediately.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And here, and they'll fake it again. And the pass is caught, and the fake works. They get the first. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking for the edge. He'll do it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right side, it's Young. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Pulls it. Running toward the goal line. It's a fumble.
And that's unfortunate for the offense. A golden opportunity to walk away with 2 extra points, but you fumble it at a critical juncture in the game. How's this one going to impact this game?
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the 3rd quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Wants to throw on first. In the backfield, it's Hamilton. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Black Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out wide right, it's Anderson. Open space at the 25. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run him again. Touchdown, Army! And they take it in for 6 more points. Here comes the 2-point try. Motion from the back. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Out wide left, it's Stevenson. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Hits the hole. It's Roach. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rush right in his face. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Trying to get the corner. Breaks the tackle. There he goes. And runs through another guy. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. The Black Knights trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Run it with the fullback. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they didn't overthink that one. 4th and goal down close like that. You just turn around, David, hand it off to the big fella and let him do the rest.
And a lot of times in these situations, 4th down and goal, you see quarterbacks sneak so much. They trust the big running back and know he's going to drive his feet forward, finish the run, and get the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Drops back. It's Mendoza. Rolls right. Rolling right and going deep. Upstairs to make the catch. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it. It's West. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From deep, it's Orlando. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can... He's loose on the right. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Give to the big fullback. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback keeps it. Turning it on. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. To the edge, it's Hill. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Unleashes 1. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the 1st.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Leaping grab for a big gain. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They have them set up in 2nd and long, and that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch, and they give up a big one on defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. 3rd and 3. Just keeps slinging it. Keeping his eyes downfield. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're...
Snags it, and there's running room. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. They were all over it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Escapes the pressure to his right. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. On the option, they can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The give as they work on that clock. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. Keep it on the ground. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The offense has a chance. Down one possession in the fourth. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Rush is on. And he never had a chance. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. Hits inside, it's Roach. Breaks into the open. Snowed under by the defense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. Third down and 2. Looking to throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Look out!
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Second down, gonna throw it. Stepping to the right. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And what a big third down stop for this defense, and now it's decision time for the offense. Actually, no, it's not. Like what are we doing? The field goal doesn't do much here. Huge fourth down coming for this offense. Got to find that best play. Got to get in the end zone.
The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over. Great place to start for this offense. First play of this drive. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Keeps it himself. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The give to the fullback. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Anderson. Oh, he's got some space. And he scores! Touchdown, Army! So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on a lot of times when your team's better to do the same thing, to return the favor. Don't make him forget that.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this...
He's going to let it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Long way to go on second down. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. They're all over him. Trying to buy time. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. A sensational grab down, and it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense trying to take it back. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock. Welcome to storied